Welcome back to Limbus Company, Canto 9. Last time, a lot of stuff happened last time. Vespa's back, he's a color fixer, Merso knew of him, that sort of thing. We learned about the deal with the Dawn ID, like, a lot happened. Now we've got Gossipium to worry about, but it's just a story note, so it's just gonna be, like, them... It's gonna be the DD gang forcing the middle to deal with it. Hi, my playmates! Looks like I'm one room away from finding you guys. Yeah? Sure does look like that. Kinda like that hide and seek song Pop used to sing to me when we'd play. Okay, done so. She should be coming to this containment unit any minute. Detective, we drew the ski pick tool this way. Apparently they've got stage 3 pekkas too. Do we have everything we need for a stratagem? Stage 3s is interesting. I wonder if we'll see more stage 3s. We haven't seen a new Pekatula yet. So, are you sure about this? I mean, we did explain everything we know to you, but the whole plan came from your head. Is Rodion gonna disappear at some point, or is it like... I'm not sure what was going on with those weird constructs Dante got by forcing Malkuth too early. If you're talking about cross-validation, you're pleased to hear that a review of the observation logs has already verified the efficacy of this plan. See no reason to make any last-minute changes. Okay, but what if something what if it doesn't go according to plan? What if something goes wrong, or, you know, did you prepare a plan B in case that happens? They've got a plan B, alright, but spelled B-E-E. I did not. Eh? That's impressive confidence. Don't most people prepare a plan B when they have even the slightest misgiving about their plan A? Why would there be a plan B when this isn't even my plan A? There is no plan B. We are outnumbered and outcome. This just happens to be the only way we could buy time. Was the war any different? You should know perfect planning seldom leads to perfect execution. Just calling her out like that? Sure. Well, I guess most didn't have lives to burn through like we do. She wouldn't dare wing it in this life and death situation. Voila. What's this thing supposed to be? Oh, it looks super weird. Oh, it does look weird. Don't like seeing it on that high quality stuff. We haven't gotten like a CG sprite for an abnormality since what? Like, I guess like if you count like Hurtley or something maybe. I mean, I guess technically it would be like Queen of Hatred, but you know what I mean. Like in the story stuff, we haven't seen the Apnos haven't gotten CGs since like Ebony Queen's Apple and like some like the Hurtley guys and that sort of thing. Doesn't look like I can talk either, so... Oh, are you, like, waving at me to come over? We're going in, like, the Book of Extra Vengeance for this one. We just sent his daughter to go deal with this blood flower. Oh, I know what's going on here. You're trying to buy time. Huh? What the hell are you doing? Trying to chat me and suck my blood dry, huh? In your dreams, dumbass. A piece of cake. She just cut it off? Wait, you can just cut it off? I must clearly make adjustments to the plan to... No, that development is part of the plan. Everything the crossing lines is set in, she must have endured it by buying herself in comic books and video games. And that is her only connection to her so-called father. Seems obsessed over games not as mere entertainment. For her, survival, it was what kept her going. Then... if that's true, then she'll fight the abnormality like she's playing a video game. As a rule of thumb, when running blind to a boss fight, the go-to strat is usually dealing with the mooks that get in the way. But that rule doesn't apply to this boss. She can cut down the mooks all she wants, but that'll only get her covered in more Gossipium. You fought it before, haven't you? Once you're covered in its Gossipium, it becomes nearly impossible even to parry the drenched Gossipium's attacks. It'll have built too much power. Ah! I like the noise it's making. It's like an invincibility place, which I've stuck in the ads to yourself some kind of HOT buff, aren't ya? She's a gamer. Then I gotta take out the ads first. Yep, just full on. Ah, dang it. Oh, now it's angry. What's going on? My sword's not... When the monster turned red? This plan would not have worked had her nurse father joined her earlier than expected. We got lucky. This automatically presents the same kind of challenge as difficult to overcome alone. We can deploy the same strategy against the middle nurse father later. We're not out of the woods yet, but this was quite the clever. There you are! But it goes up when you're here all alone like a bunch of scared chickens, eh? Huh? Didn't you watch Pop put together his Playmo kits? When the model kits got way too many pointy sprues like these. Get down! Okay, you just brutally murdered Gossipium. You gotta chop him off before you get building. Sure. He destroyed every Pecatulum vine in the vicinity with a single swing. I like his theme. It's very, like, dopey. It's good. And totally wrecked the ceiling, too. Yo, Papa's back. Gonna sit on your butt all day, princess? To cleave through the Gossipium before any of these blossoms could even land. Well, I work with your brains when you've got the brawn. Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for letting my kid play with you folks. It's hide and seek, right? Might have a takeover for her for a sec. Oh, pipe. Looks like we managed to buy ourselves some time. Is that one of the ribbons? It doesn't really... No, I think that's just a normal tassel. She doesn't have any of the ribbons, which is a bad sign. This is it. We're gonna have to fight this guy. Now, so I say it's a bad sign if she doesn't have the ribbons, because that probably is further indication that Yuria is dead. Actually, wait a second. She just has like an image of Yuria on her. I don't think I ever even noticed that. It's just an image of Yuria as her identification tag. Buzz team, you guys ready? Huh? Is she? They both fell unconscious. What? Huh? Huh? Hey! Hey! What's wrong? Guys? You asked what did you do then? Why are they all suddenly... What? I didn't even lift a finger. Alright, you're getting written up in the book for trying to frame me for this. No. This is not to do with that man, nor the distortion. Well, what else can we... What? I'm freaking losing my mind here, guys. Get up, come on! Ezra, shaking the heart seems to be a solution to bring them back to consciousness. Yeah, like, I didn't even notice before that her, like, identity card is, like, the little... Has it been like this the entire time? It's been, like, the Yuria bear? Like the Kokomi type thing that she possesses? It's specifically an image of her on, like, Moses' shoulder. You can see, like, that's this part of Moses' shoulder. When is... Okay. I'm not sure if I'm blind or if that's new. Got it. I'll try to draw that guy's attention, Wolf. Calm down. I think we can all survive this. The standard method of defeating these abnormalities is to trip away the pearl gradually, but one destroys the pearl and only the pearl in a single strike. Ongdu, how are your arms? I shouldn't rest until they are physically torn from my body. Ezra, remember that room back full of Pecatula? Yep. Very well, then. Running for it? Phew, wasn't that fun? Looks like my little girls learned a lot, too. Glad to see you nerds not all talk. The first time you pulled me sure had some bite. Those galvanized corpses were, well, electrifying. Got any more toys to throw me, or are you all out of stock? Gonna have to close up shop soon, but let me get you a little something extra on the house. Oh? We'll be back with the stock, so enjoy this in the meantime. Ezra, open it. Clam time? Got it. Oh. Oh. He's just gonna crush the clam. That's crazy. Oh. Yeah. Just like that. Just impaled the clams with the sword. It's crazy. I love how many like cutscenes we're getting of like the battle sprites. They're so cool, and we've gotten so many of them. What an absolute monster! Just how many augmentations he gotten? This is overkill, especially for the middle. The Evermounty covered in paralytic corrosive venom and dumped a bucket full of crawling larvae to eat into his skin. And yet none of them managed to hurt him. Venom? This is really supposed to be your cherry on top. You're terrible at choosing toys. Oh, but your suit's all gooped up now. I think that's worthy of being put into the Book of End at least a couple times. What a troublesome brat you are. Were you this much of a menace with your toys as a kid, too? Sorry, I get tired of things rather easily. And when I get tired of something, I smash it. And now that I'm tired of everything, I have no reason to hesitate. What about Model Kit Iron Host Mark IV? Lady Team Leader, this is hardly time to be going off on a tangent. Are you gonna distract him with nerd speak? Shh, just let the magic happen. How do you know that legendary series? MK 4 series last Friday they released for the Toy Factory clothes shop. Naturally, stock was extremely limited. And the only person to understand the true significance of that was tragically none other than a certain little boy. Oh. No one cared about how this mattered to you, did they? The world would never see such a toy again. It was a singular release, least apart from what you already had at home, and yet... He has assumed an odd expression. Perhaps a certain recollection consumed him. Is this white smoke at work? The detective saw right through him and found the distortion lurking in his heart. No, don't tell me that the distortion is the toy that he never got when he was a kid. This is like some, like, Phineas and Ferb alternate Doofenshmirtz stuff. Ezra, now! Gotcha! Another round with the powered gauntlets, right? Charge it in frontal assault. I'll chain him up with my pipe. Purple smoke? Or I guess black smoke? What in the... What's this purple thing? Oh no, even he knows it's actually purple. You know all that brings up just to put me in these toy cuffs? Nothing so fancy. I simply verbalized what I saw within you in a convincing manner. Huh. Trying to break free only tightens it, eh? I like Chinese finger trap. We gotta capitalize on this change as much as we can. Undo! Sword of the Homeland, Valor-bound acupuncture dive. If this blade be so swift that it overwhelms any effort to steer its path, then an unbending trajectory like that of a losing arrow shall strike true! Miss Ezra, they got distracted with a sword. Swift sword goes for my head. That your game? How did he unbind himself? That leg of his. We're going to see Moonlight Stones, where ya? He's got M-Corp stuff, I see. I need to free this one leg. Too bad my hands aren't free to open the book, though. Yeah, Moonlight Stones protecting against some of the smoke stuff definitely makes sense. Ah, damn it. Forcing me to live the day again is a crime that doesn't even need to be written down in the book. Your death ain't gonna be pretty, lady. Even deep purple didn't work. Damn it, that moonlight. The deep purple shackle thingies that, like, sends people into their recollection-y type stuff. Classic smoke stuff. Was that trick supposed to mess with my head, too? Impressive, really. You turned one of the finest Moonlight Stones Emcor had to offer. Totally opaque. Oh! Speaking of her, arm being torn off. The blade snapped. I failed to even make a scratch. Well, you're just like sad now, aren't you? As for you, you launched at me knowing that both your arms would be ripped off at that speed. As that is how a Salsu must carry herself. You see, while I'm easily distracted, I often find myself earnestly captivated by shiny new releases. So I think some commendations are due. You are truly the image of valor. Look at your torn arms are still clutching the hilt of that sword. Man, you guys actually got me kind of winded. I'm a big fan of these gimmicky fights. Yeah? I enjoy a good gimmicky fight too. And thinks that we managed to buy ourselves enough time for Vespa to show up. Ha, that's so? I can hear something coming this way. Got me more monsters, eh? We're Were there more harmonizer distortions remaining? Nothing like that. We've got something even worse. Huh? Oh, that's cool. Need to see her sprite. Apologies for the delay, team leader. There we go. God. They took their sweet time with the paperwork. Of course they did. Business huge for the Honda Association, especially for something like this. I assumed you passed the evaluation? I have, and was designated color. Oh, he straight up just did! That's why he was gone. He just straight up became a color, and he came here because he just passed. Oh, that's so funny. I was like, I guess he's been a color for a bit now. No, he just, that's why he was gone. It wasn't to do with Merso Canto or anything like that. It wasn't like, oh yeah, he was to do some end stuff to prepare for next Canto. No, it was because he was getting a color for himself. Baby B, don't tell me you weren't talking about the wall for a dramatic entrance, were ya? Why would I do that? I beeline here as fast as I could, cutting through every wall between me and your position. No one's ever bested my strength, even when I was active in the biz. This is fun. What's your name, my man? I don't think I've heard of anything like one of you like you in my prime. Aren't you a talkative piece of finger trash? A rancid one at that. Oh yeah, and we know how Vespa hates the fingers. I won't give you the honor of learning my name, middle scum. Hey, Junior! Did my Uber recommended name get pushed through? Yep. The yellow harpoon is named by Ezra. It did. There were other options, but yes, that's the name. That's rad. Then Monster New Vertigo on the record is the yellow harpoon's first kill. I'm sure you can tell by the way it sounds, but I'm the one who came up with that name. Thank you, Ezra. Wow. How wonderful. God, as someone who loves Distortion Detective, I'm eating, as they say. It's truly great stuff what we were getting here. Beautiful hue of teal. Don't know what that could entail. Can't imagine we've got too much left at this point, though. Still probably, like... I don't know. Oh, please, don't use your right arm to parry my strikes. It hurts me to see a good ingredient marred. Silence. I much rather remove my own arm than have it be part of thine inquisitive art. In the absence of aesthetic, self-harm for the sole purpose of survival is a rather hideous thing, but... perhaps your arm removed in a moment of great passion has the potential to be a decent piece of art. The guy's gonna be so mad when he learns that he can't act. His art's just gonna be rewound. Oi, don't you bother answering his drivel, lass. Let him tire himself out of talking. We're gonna have to attack him all at once. All four of us. You're getting it, lad. You're a right proper brawler now. No, you must wait. This is... What's it? You don't realize to get right this instant. He'll... Assistant? This is Hohenheim. That's not very good for Hohenheim's sake. What is going on? I think she's about to ask for forgiveness. This situation is certainly an outlier, isn't it? Could the threads have unraveled? Oh, or perhaps they have been dragged away by their threads. The city boasts many works of art, yet Yoshida found the marionette dolls particularly distasteful. That should believe those puppets to be How should I put it? Mere simulacra. Simulacra may be infinitely similar to what is real, but to her, no matter how meticulous their details were recreated, they were worthless next to the living, breathing reality. Yeah, a lot of, like, puppeteer stuff type going on with these guys. Like, the weapon especially, like, super similar to, like, how, like, the puppets were put together. But please, one should not be in such a haste to dismiss their qualities as mere simulacra. Do try to assume a flexible perspective. From a certain point of view, they may be what could constitute a utopia. Perhaps despite of disparities, if we're to together ascend the strings that bind us, inch by inch, we may find at their end a single hand that puppeteers us all. God, I'm really worried for Hohenheim right now, especially when he was just talking about killing himself to deal with this guy. It is indeed fascinating that a card-carrying member of Ring would spout a baseless backstage rumor that the Five Fingers are, in truth, one hand. However, such unverified conspiracy theories are useless to researchers like ourselves. Regardless, it seems the assistant's bold plan has fallen through already. Yeah, and I don't know what how these guys would manage to get through in this situation, not without someone dying. This is yet another demonstration about you can never have too many backup plans. When was our last battle test? 3 days ago? 4 days ago. You grumbled about disappointing the results were given the budget that went into the project, and bought us coffee from a vending machine. You've got quite a sharp memory too, but going by the exact number of hours that have passed since then, it is closer to 3 days. Anyways, you have nothing to worry about. While I cannot tell you that I still have some misgivings about your expertise in electrical engineer, I am not exactly at liberty to choose. Let us select plan B as our boss. I've just come up with a more surefire plan. Martin's got, like, the luring ego, so he'd, like, probably be better, but he'd be super dead. That's the issue. Your plan B is full of holes, and I don't like its odds. I know you agree. Do not entertain that foolish thought. I know what you're thinking, I suppose. That could be the most one can expect from ordinary minds such as yours, but... Hohenheim, boss. Stop. Not another word. You have to give me some time to think of another plan. Remember our last test on my landed ego gear? It had a pretty respectable energy output at 7% attunement, not to mention how it activates its charm effect at that rate. I've already raised that output to 120%, should be able to draw his attention for a maximum of 5 minutes. For you, boss, it's more than enough time to conduct the remaining repairs. Oh, that's the issue with all the LC egos being so good at, like, self-destruction, is they're definitely made for that purpose, and that's sad. The ego gear cannot handle that energy output at 120% attunement. It will explode and you will end up taking the full brunt of, well, my words, my objection, do anything to change your mind. No, it won't. I'm sorry. As for Alyssa, well, I'm sure they'll keep their word no matter what. If they manage to rescue her, then please look after her, okay? Martin. Such composer. You don't seem to care much that your pupil has abandoned you. If only that were true. If only that were true, I wouldn't be in this pit of devastation. Have you any last words to impart to the world? Most ingredients I use for my work like to let out a dying cry as though its volume is the determinant of life and death, usually around this point in my creative process. No, I do not. The accomplishments I have achieved in this life are far too extensive and significant to be condensed into a mere few words. A rather grandiose statement to be carved into such a frail, unremarkable body. But I like it. Rest assured, I will carve them with the utmost care. That's the teal. This may not be the end you had in mind, but please don't let yourself be so crestfallen. You and your fleeing friend were no more than spalls to be chipped away to sculpt the core into a most beauteous form. Every being exists in mutual similitude, yet each of them leads a life of their own. What is that light? Spalls to be chipped away. I might be compelled to agree had you referred to only me, but your assessment failed, but you thought of me as highly as you did him. For who in the world would be so blind to see such brilliance as a mere spall? Oh. Indeed. What a beautiful, incandescent hue of teal. Oh. Martin. Sacrificing himself for Hohenheim's sake, huh? Going up now. That single thread. Clear stage. Okay. This is probably going to be the final node of the chapter, I want to say. Or not the chapter, of the part. Not the chapter. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's complicated. I won't get into that. Okay. As far as order goes, I don't know. I don't think it'll matter too much for this fight for order. Want you guys, want you guys, want you, want you. And then we'll have, like, you guys as backup, probably. Something like that. This means we're not going to use the new Heathcliff ego, but I mean, that's just kind of how it's going to go, right? We get everyone now. Saying my levels, I think my levels are fine enough. Yeah, the only ones that aren't, it's literally just Heathcliff that isn't maxed. It's fine. Time to see how this is going to go. My blurred vision slowly comes into focus, as does my dazed mind. Feels like something just wreaked havoc through my head. Faust, know anything about what just happened? Faust? Wait, why is everyone here? Did you guys finish restoring the Faust facility? Why is everyone here? Is it Pinky Nurse Father time? I will explain the sequence of events, as it is clear the manager once again remembers none of it. Approximately 7 minutes prior, the flame had been conflict as it did in the previously observed instance, where the absent sinners were, for lack of better descriptor, summoned or materialized here. I did that? I remember thinking really hard that I needed the sinners to be here, but did I unlock a new power in the way I did in our times of need, like when we fought Don Quixote or when we were helping Hong Lu? But this feels different. Maybe it's the power to summon the sinners to me when things get dicey? Nay, that does not seem to be the case, Dante. What do you have summoned are not the sinners, but copies? Blank copies? But identities. Their forms mere reflect an opaque shape, yet inarguably overwritten. Huh. Does, in a sense, right? I guess not in a sense, more so like the identities you put on a dough, but without needing the doughs. Like these things, the summoned sinners all stood in eerie silence. It was like I was staring at their empty house standing in the ready for my command. Their identities. Then what about the actual sinners who are still separated from us? No way for us to know at this point. Let's just appreciate this opportunity while we have it. What matters is that we do not lose the golden bows, right? He's not wrong. I don't like this, but we're not exactly in a position to pick and choose. The 12 sinners now together approach the soul enemy. Okay, Pinky Nurse Father time. Time to see whatever her deal is. 10 feet of blue. Oh, we get her name. Oh, beard messed up Malkuth. Huh. Malkuth messed up. The somewhat unstable, the manager can really command a community with every sinner. Manifest sinners can identify with his full command. They lack independent will and retain no memory of their manifestations. This increases vastly. Huh. Very interesting. Shiomi Yoru. Okay, you've got a lot of stuff going on. Looks like your gimmick is probably going to be somewhat similar to Ren, which makes sense, right? An imperfect glimpse of the power that shall reign over the kingdom, God. This is some interesting, like, Tree of Life stuff going on, right? Malkuth being at like the very, like the beginning of the Tree of Life. I don't think the status pick does anything. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the game because I haven't gotten a chance to use you yet. Skill with a market prescript to hit a target with a market skill. Yeah, okay. So prescript 1, we just hit the target, right? That sort of thing. So that should be good enough. 8 skill slots is a lot. Makes sense though. Okay, gain 4-fold after engagement. Oh, it's this stage 4. The next hidden is poison, bleed, bind, and burn. Stage 4 after image entanglement. So what is this after image stuff going on? That's why she's so, like, glitchy, I guess. So each front of each pattern in disjunction. Bringing shield equal to stack, yeah, equal to after image times 400. Once for stage. Stages 3 and 4. Is it going to go down over time then? Is it going to start at 4 and then go down to, like, 3-fold, etc., etc.? Less damage from those status effects. Okay. I'm wary of the stigma of a blade. 50 plus, pattern becomes empowered. Every person uses something. What are some blade trap after image stack in this encounter? Yeah, and you'll get that from something. Get more final damage to skills units that target use defense skills. Okay. Gain 2 fragile turns every 4 turns in the encounter. Place cumulative max 2 turns in encounters. Okay, so you'll get weaker. So you'll get like worse defense and higher damage as time passes. Panic reset the speed of 30. Fixed panic. Gives slash damage equal to coincident damage. Activates stage time. Damage that cannot stagger target. Okay. Ren had some similar thing going on. Yeah, Ren also had something with the blade trail after each target. Let's see. Blade trail after stacking this encounter. And how do you stack that? From your skills, probably, then. Shindy Huisar. One more status effect? Oh yeah, just prescripts target. Okay. What do you have for skills, then? Normal, normal. Inflict 1 blade trail after image. Okay. Maybe without cracking, get an additional 1. And it's unbreakable, so it's guaranteed to be at least 1. Clash lose, gain 2 attack power down, clash start user speed. Okay. So that's how we get our SP up and how we can get some debuffs on you. That's good stuff. Okay, our speed is awful, sure. It's not that bad, but like, you two can't clash at all here. That's annoying. You can clash that at least. Do you need to use that? No. Save the skill 3. Yeah, you just gotta pop a one-sided, you just gotta pop a one-sided tragic. At least you've got the right hand. So Glimmer. What can we deal with? We can tank Cleaver it. That's hopeless. Okay. What's Ryusha's status effect like here? More damage, take more damage, Kosh Wind, deal more do SP damage, chase stagger, unstagger, you resource. Okay, yeah. So what do we do about this? We just accept it? Question mark? I'm thinking that's the case, yeah. We cannot beat a 10+6 at this stage in the fight, can we? Oh, a bunch of hopelesses. Okay. This feels interesting. Oh, I guess oh yeah, so if we do this first. I see. Okay. So max speed people, we want to win these clashes. Because if we can do that, then we'll get all that attack power down. I didn't realize it was the same turn, yeah. So we do that, then we should be able to win some of these other clashes. We can only clash so much, unfortunately, but that should be fine. Okay, let's try this, see how this goes. We're only going to get that 4 attack power down on you because of the fact we had Yi-Song do it and he's a lot slower, but this should be pretty good, and it's good sanity too, so that's nice. Cool. Okay, you could have won that. Whatever. How much damage is it going to be? 100 in total, split between 3 people, sure. Okay, we pulled through with that, I'll take it. Okay, I'll take all the sandy I can get. And we'll just have a chip weight your shield over time. Okay, we win those, good stuff. The unfortunate thing is that we can't really rely on what the game tells us is happening for our clashes if there's going to be so much of that. And there's one clash we weren't able to redirect. It's going for Gregor, yeah. That's fine though, yeah. He's okay. He'll get better. Should be easy enough to build up your Bright with reds. Yeah. You'll discard a skill 3, but I think that's fine. That's cool. Interesting seeing like how like the blade trail after image like shows up visually. Unfocused volley stuff. Relative speed can be starting to skill ends, yeah. Okay. You do that, and then do we have coloring this? Actually, oh, Otis actually just can wallop you here. Yeah, that makes sense. Skill mark. Okay, yeah, so you just need to use the marked skill. Simple enough stuff. Should be decently clashing at this point, right? It says it's bad, but it'll probably be fine. You just one-side that. Oh, you can't one-side that. Can you clash this turn? No. Well, it might be fine. I just want to get the bright up. There's like a, what, like 67% chance that she'll draw another skill 1 next turn. And we'll just hope for that so we can max that out. Good stuff. Not so good stuff. He's fine at least. Okay, yeah, we pull through with there, cool. We also get blue sand off here, which is really good. Okay, sure thing. You do a bunch of damage anyways, just because of all the various antics you've got going on. Okay, that's 3 right there. We get another skill 1 and we'll be set. Okay, now you're pre-script 3, which means you need to hit a target with either skill 3 or an ego. Do you have skill 3 right now? You do. Excellent. Okay, you're doing antics this turn. What are you up to? This is the only new skill. Clutch moves have the breach after image stacking target rounded down. Okay. This is how we get rid of some of this after imagey stuff. Unfortunate. You've got this turn. That's fine. You want to have yours. Then probably, like, I guess Otis wants to. Don't have anything to reduce your power this turn. Little dicey, but that's okay. And you guys are kind of middling this turn too. Okay, sure. We pop this on you. It's kind of overkill to pop it this early. Yeah, we'll wait. Secret demands, that'll work. Selectodopio. Might ego with you. Just pop like a first for the flames. I guess then we don't get the. Do you have it right now? You do have Vanguard right now, so we don't need the Gloom res too urgently. Yeah, you've got this blue sand right now, so I mean, just good to have, right? As long as you've got a debuff, or as long as you have a sanity changing thingy, even if you're immune to that, does it still take effect? Has any of the penetrating effects? Okay, so it doesn't even gain 1. So we're guaranteed to Vuja Vanguard as long as you have blue sand up, so we don't need to worry about the Gloom res. Okay, that was a little dicey. We're good though, and there's our pre-script gaming. Get rid of a bunch of the slashes we have on us. Hopefully. Yeah, her sanity's not doing too well right now, so our clashing is pretty good. Yeah, first of all, lanes probably wasn't even needed here, but I mean it's fragile, so it's good stuff. Ouch. Not nice. She's close to pinning. I guess the issue if we full on panic her is that she goes you're going shin phase, whatever. The issue with panicking her is that she comes back with 30 sanity if we do panic her, so it's a little bit dicey. What are you doing here? Avtech end this turn, one of these, yeah. No break on target and heal each unit against each target respectively. Okay. So yeah, this is where all the blade trail we have ends up being potentially problematic. I'm gonna assume you can't die. Any passives on you? Were there any hidden passives? There's one, right? Hmm? Oh, that's less damage. Why did I think this was more damage? Okay, I think I misread that horribly earlier. If I said anything to that extent, whoopsies. Yeah, Prescript 4 isn't exactly something we can make use of, unfortunately. What do we do for this one? Do we just Pursuance it? I've definitely been using Pursuance a lot today, but that's just kind of because Pursuance is really good. Also, this means you're just gonna lose your right, isn't it? That's kind of annoying. Yeah, like, as cool as, like, I really like Jiang Ishmael, because she's a lot of... Oh, what was that? I used the wrong skill. How did I manage that? Okay, Ryushu can't die. That's good to see, at least. Good to note. Good to note. We are... Okay. That was a awful mistake to make. Whoopsies. Death Edge. Target with at least a 2% for target issue. So you're just gonna try and kill people, I assume? We can Pursuance that, though. We'll just make sure... we can do this. Yeah, okay. That looks solid. That's not great, but you'll be fine, because it's you. How's that? Oshare? Sure. This looks like a good turn. So this... this works. I just wanted to use this one. Yeah, it's healing, but it's like not super good for us because it's reliant on envy stuff, and this team has like comically little envy. Okay, that's almost max bright. That's fine. The 4 coin prison, that's still solid. Your shield's running lowish as well, so that's good. And the Pursuance should be some good healing, so that'll be nice to have. Yeah. Ryoshu can't die. Ryoshu can't die. The only reason I'm like worrying too much about this one is because it's a like mass attack, so don't really want us being hit by any mass attacks that we can reduce the effectiveness of to some degree. You're fine. She's got 2 skill slots too, so we can really abuse Ryoshu to the fullest here. Yeah. She's gonna get a bunch of Sandy back next turn, isn't she? That's potentially annoying. Pursuance doesn't heal Marissa himself either, so his life's kind of on the line. We can potentially get the resources to pop a command meltdown. We don't have fluid sac, but we don't really need it. It's the healing kind of prior to the Ryoshu. That's not the best for us. I think we let Ryoshu just take the Death Edge, like, infinitely, right? You're going for 2 of these? That's kind of mean. What do you have this? Okay, skill 2. That's probably the best one to have, yeah. Pop that. And go for something like this, and then we'll have you on, like, these 2 duties. I mean, you'll be fine, yeah. And then we just need to win these clashes with stuff. Holiday's not bad. And it's kind of resource intensive for what it is, though. We can get a Gluttony res here. That's something. Pop another Pursuance as well, just to get more healing off before Merso dies. Okay, yeah, looks good. Immediately get that attack power down on you, while also getting 2 bright. Not bad. It's not guaranteed that we draw a skill 2 on her next turn, so it's kind of up the chance if we can keep the bright up. I keep on like getting super confused because I keep on in the corner of my eye like seeing Pinky Nurse Father and thinking it's Faust. Because you know, like white color scheme, same as like Index Faust. Like very different of course, but when she just keeps on like going like back and forth and back and forth, I keep on being like off-put by who it is. Very funny mistake to make, that's for sure. You're almost out of shield now. You're stacking a lot of Blade Trail, huh? That's not great. Faust's not doing too well? Oh well. This should go to Faust, and it's gonna go to Ryoshu as well, or someone else, I wonder. Looks like it was Faust and Ryoshu. Omer died to that. Okay, that's fine. We'll be got as much out of Pursuance as we could, right? Now we get Sinclair in here. And Sinclair doesn't have any of the thingies, so that's good at least. Ryoshu, I don't think it really matters if we get them out of Ryoshu, does it? Yeah, you've got this skill this turn, Tragic. You're... I think we go for, like, this. Oh, you can't. Okay, you can't actually redirect that away. Okay, so not you, then we go for Yisong instead? Or do you go for Krager? Yisong it is. Okay, cool. That'll work. Domestic? Yeah, we want to win that clash. That's fine. Consume it. Eat up. We need something that can actually win that clash. Do we pop in Brilliant Glory here? Probably not. If he's probably gonna die soon. It's not worth it, I don't think. No, we want Sinclair. Dude, this Lantern is healing. It's not very good healing because Lantern is healing that's good if there's a bunch of targets. So it's not very good here when there's only one target to be hit. Cool. You win that clash. You win this one. And it also means that you're almost out of shield. Yeah, 21 shield left. Oh no, you're gonna kill Ryoshu. She techs it though, because she's goated. Although that Lantern was very much a gamble. I knew that going into it, but I still went for it. Just living, I guess. Living a lotl. Living Kylotl. That's what they call me. So I'd be living. Okay, shield broken, so next phase time. Ow. That can't feel good. Oh, it's like some sort of 10 feet of blue. Oh, defeat. I see. Makes enough sense. Cool little gimmick there. The entities were incomplete, perhaps due to the abruptness which they're summoned, and we're nowhere near strong to stand against the Pinky Nurse Father. Am I not even a threat to her? She can't even a sideways glance towards me, as though to say that so long as I didn't stand in her way, she wouldn't bother attacking me. Ha! Let's go again, Clockhead. Her quiet gaze was fixed intently on Ryoshu's wounded form. Facility power restoration complete, and now she gets the elevator. The PA system buzzes, the whirring sounds I assumed to be coming from the reactivated elevators began filling the hallways. Crawling back to the House of Spiders with that, huh? Ha, you're much more tall or mute. Glad I sliced your tongue clean. The woman began to speak from behind the veil. Even though a certain tongue had been cut off, I had seen in the memory. What an unbearable sight it is. to see you still holding on. Holding on to that single frayed thread of memory. Ah, how are you speaking? I remember chopping off your foul tongue with this sword. But do you remember that right? There should be nothing left in your mind but shattered bits of memory. Why even go through all this trouble to save that thing? I'm still holding on to that single thread. It should led me here. I'm here through all this trouble because I can still see that single thread, still connected through where everything has been severed and sheared. Wrong. You've got it backwards. It is precisely because everything else has been severed and sheared that your feelings are mere illusions. Do you even remember her face, her voice, her height? Do you remember how you used to spend time with her? Mommy. Can I call you Mommy? You can call me whatever. It doesn't matter. But it does. There's a big difference, Mommy. It's got a different echo, don't you think? Oh. Admit it already. You're holding the thread because without it, you'd have nothing left. That's why you're hugging so tightly onto that illusion. Like it's your everything. Hilarious. Had it been all those years ago, your words would have cut through my heart like a knife. Why do you always talk to me like that, Mother? Her eyes might actually just be red, and I was just seeing it wrong because it was a little blurry earlier. I can't tell. Whenever you do that, it hurts. It hurts right here, even though I don't bleed. Like you're stabbing me. So, does that make you feel miserable? Huh? My life has been nothing but unending extreme miseries ever since you happened. Did you know that? Go ahead. Answer me. I know. Good. Don't you ever forget that. Don't forget that you're the weight tied to my ankle. You dragged me down here. And you have the nerve to whine about some mean words. When did I permit you to look at my face? Look away. Sorry. I won't look at your face with your permission, Mother. I won't complain about hurting either. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. None of you have changed one bit since the last I saw you, and that is so satisfying to watch. All you ever know is to do is blame everyone else for your miseries while never trying to change yourselves. No wonder none of you ever managed to leave the House of Spiders, that quagmire of a place. Quagmire. I don't disagree. The only way to be free is to never have been caught in it to begin with. For you and me both. The piggy nurse father let out a wry laughter as she muttered. Besides, we are no strangers, you and I. We've lived under the same roof for years, haven't we? I don't know about the other nurse fathers, but I can see right through your mind. Perhaps, for you, hiding that shot inside that safe may have seemed like the best plan at the time. What a tight space you've squeezed her into. A hole so small that only a Chad could have ever hoped to fit inside. What did you say? The painter's father smote down upon Rouge's sword, holding it in place. You dare swing that thing at me, presumptuous fool! If you're serious about this, do unsheath the sword as you did then. You're nothing if you've no heart to do even that. Ah. You always make that same face whenever I hurt you. Why do you always... to me like... On the day you swung that sword with such abandon. You left a rather nasty wound on me. Whatever this blade cut once will become cut again in its presence. A wound that once healed shall reopen, and the prosthetic that replaced the limb shall fall away and reveal the old amputations of the mechanical joints come apart. It's like some sort of unsevering, huh? That was supposed to be the absolute rule of this blade, a rule without exceptions. You told me that this power demands the sacrifice of memories, the truest proof that it is real. Well, when has the discussion of truths and lies ever meant anything? And off she goes. There, a battle cleared. Okay, it's not quite done yet. Ooh. That might be the final fight, though, actually. Homeward bound, and we can see the thread still clinging onto it wherever we go, huh? I think decent chances are part 3 is going to take place at the House of Spiders, because it looks like we might be leaving the facility soon or something. I don't know. Maybe not. But there are the portals, so we could always take those to House Spiders. We get to see what's going on with Vertelius in the meantime, though. Once I'm reinstated, we need the Central Consigliere to give me something for the trouble. Ha. The House of Spiders. How is it that it's still operational? Huh. Bit rude, don't you think? I'm standing right here. You think you at least with courtesy pretend to be winded. This isn't the Q&A session. I know you and the rest have infiltrated the HQ research facility because you couldn't let Sinner number 4 go. Sinner? You got some awful manners calling my kids something like that. Give her a number like she's some prisoner, too. You overestimated your connection to my ticket, Red Gaze. Your journey lasted barely more than a year, and you're lording over her like you're in charge, calling her sinner this, sinner that. I've been teaching Ticket ever since her tiny little baby hands held a knife for the first time. Those got to be more than your twisted, possessive sense of attachment that kept the House of Spiders alive for all those years. It seems that all of you are still bound by something that only Sinner number 4 can provide. Something you're all still holding on to. You have no idea what I had to endure to get my ticket. I'm not letting her go to waste like some scrap paper. Oh yeah, so over decades worth of preparation went into it. She's the culmination of our collective wish. Granting a wish, huh? Thanks for looking after our runaway pup, but she's got some pedigree, you know. It's about time you send her back to her loving parents. This is what you've been stalling for, I see. Yeah, this gig's coming to an end, too. And don't you ever think about it? Don't you even think about activating that ego of yours? My neighbor's good-for-nothing burden uses that, too. It's always so obvious when she's about to use it. Obviously, neighbor referring to index, because thumb and index are next to each other, talking about, Sora. You think you can get away from me if I don't activate my ego? Oh, so scary. I know what you're good at. I know what got you that red color. The smoke war, syndicate strays, finger bobo. I've already seen and done too much. Once I tumbled through all those big events, I'd made so many connections, the things that I shouldn't know, shouldn't be able to know. Follow the thread right back to my eyes and ears. Oh, whoops. Intriguing. I think there are idols who've got enough time in our hands to feed a stray dog forsaken by her famiglia. Wouldn't you agree, Valencia? Shut up. Stop trying to get a rise out of me. It's kind of working, though. If it weren't for Reen's plan, I would have long made mincemeat out of your cake. Before killing you too, Red Gaze. You're so confident in yourself, and I don't know if that would go that well. Huh. It's about time I head home, but you're not about to let me leave without a fight, huh? Can't have the textbook bleed out while I fight. Looks like I'll need some insurance. Gotta get my rapier nice and sharp. Finally, we actually get to see her. We haven't seen Karen, like, physically as a sprite at all before this, I don't think. See, the slightest brush with its edge can cleave right through flesh. Unless you want to see me draw a thin red line along a precious kid's throat, put that weapon down on the ground. then kick it away out of your reach. You think Verchase needs a weapon to handle you? Very good. Now, I'll put the kid down and count to 3. Slowly, mind you. We've come this far. You don't want to watch my hand slip and drop this kid on the ground all wrong, do you? 3. Come on, don't give me that look. 2. What are you planning? Oh. Nice catch. Looks like you made a mess of my textbook, but it's nothing I can't piece back together. Gonna take this one home now. Ciao. Oh boy, would you look at the time? They're all being summoned back now. Yo, bowl cut. Bowl cut? Are you talking to me? I get it, you've got enough strength to back up all the swagger, but don't get too cocky. I'm running a bit busy, so I'll already open the book for now. Next time it's Brawn versus Brawn. Papa. Looks like you got your own people to kick her, and I've got mine. Why don't we go our separate ways for now? I guess Sora's probably still alive-ish, right? We'll probably cut to a scene where we see Rin, like, kind of grab her or something. Smart choice. Now go ahead and fix up my toys in the meantime. You've got a priority ship into my front door soon anyway, aren't you? Oh, by the way, I appreciate a good bowl cut. Thank you, Matthias. I almost lost track of time, lured by that light. Is Martin fine then? What a pity, it's almost closing time for this gallery. One must wonder, why does every instance of immersion carry the promise of its breaking? Such was the steadfastness of Martin's will. On the other hand, it seems you're far too ignorant to have understood the concept of self-sacrifice. I guess, no, Martin had to like, explode himself in order to get the light going in the first place, so even if the ring leaves now, it might be too late. I see. So the pursuit artist embarked on an endless journey of learning, and I certainly enjoyed this learning opportunity. Down to how he burst, and the following firework of flesh and bone from that explosive performance. Martin, oh. Hope our reunion will come sooner than later. Come visit my gallery, won't you? I must say I'm starting to look forward to hearing your critique of it. What a heartless person she is. To leave you behind in such a state, even if you aren't her child, this is rather uncharitable behavior. Yep. Let's head home, Sora. Stop. Stop. Don't go. I saw your report card on my way here, sweetie. I understand why they might have placed you in 3rd place, but I hope you won't lose heart over it. Are you talking about how the Limbus power rankings? Is that what this is about? Because when it comes to killing Yoshida, you're in a class beyond the 1st and 2nd ranks. I think the report card is him calling, like, he probably found the list somewhere that listed the sinner's strengths. I don't give a... Mr. Rin, you share the code to Zenon's tortoise spiral with them. They're good, kind people. They saved me, and the ceiling caved in on me. Is that so? Alright. Spirals all share the same password, which is... obviously your birthday, sweetheart. Even on that day, I'd bought a cake as the prescript ordered me to, because I couldn't think of any gift that'd make you happy. And it always weighed heavily on my heart that you never got to even have a single bite of it. Be sure to dress your wounds so they won't scar, okay? Tell me, have you, all of you, always known where I'd hidden her? Well, here's a very simple question. Answer to your very simple question. Why don't you come home and find out? Don't go. Don't go. Not like this. Honey, what you just said was pretty effective. He's shaped like an R now. And now he's shaped like a P. It hit me right in my heart. And for a moment, it stung. The moment we became certain the index nerves was gone, the sinners all collapsed to the ground with a collective, exhausted sigh. Whenever we'd encountered him, he had never once averted his eyes from Ryoshu, as though the rest of us posed no threat against him. Replaying his words in our minds, the nonchalance with which he invited Ryoshu to come back home. Makes me wonder whether if the other two apprentices also got out. I assume so. They kind of weren't with any of the nurse fathers though, so they're kind of on their own. We let the silence he left behind wash over us, overwhelmed by the sheer monumentality of the task before us. And is that where it ends? I think so. No, okay. Still got another story node. But that'll probably be it, right? Because they're going to save House of Spiders to be, like, the dungeon, like, final level part thing for part 3. That makes sense. What is that? He has left something behind. It appears to be a safe. How do you just leave an entire safe behind? Risha hurried towards the safe left behind with the index nurse father. She knelt before the locked safe and placed her trembling hands over it. Before reaching out to the door with such tenderness that she seemed completely different from the person who just made a mad dash towards it a few seconds ago. Her hand was bumpy with old, rough, but distinct scars. Some of the scars that never fully healed were numbers that made her eyes flit desperately between the skin which they were etched in the safe. Oh. Can't really make out any numbers. They're interesting. Trembling Risha opens the rusty door. The tiny space inside, where a child was supposed to be waiting for her mother's return, was empty, as though someone had carved out a piece of reality from the world. Strength seemed to drain out Ryoshu's hand as the fingers that tightly gripped around the door's handle felt limp. As though the sheer weight of the emptiness spread from the tip of her fingers to into every part of her body. Araya. Ryoshu! We all heard the name that slipped between Ryoshu's lips like a dying whisper. The name of the child whom she was supposed to find in there. But before we could ask her more about Araya, Ryoshu fell to the ground, unconscious. Is this my name? Worth a try. Yeah. Araya. That's how you read it. It's too hard to read. Hope it's something as random as Saru. How do you write your name, Mommy? Go on. Read it. Ryoshu? No, that's not how you read those letters. Yoshihide. That's how you say it. Ryoshu! It's prettier and easier. The facility's been restored. Of course, would take time, but the LCC and pilot have been put in recovery procedures, ampules, not enough. Year, month, and date, 9570404. Oh, that's like a confirmed age for Ryoshu now, isn't it? Yeah. Huh. She's 37? Interesting. Oz told us, so managed to see what states. Is Ryoshu still? It's only been 4 days of the meeting where they laid down all the warnings to keep me from intervening. And now, it may as well have never happened. Preparations are complete. Manager, house sinner number 4. Still a bit dazed, but she's recovered. Dante says it shouldn't be a problem. The clock is not a cure-all, Dante. I think she's in shock. And that's not the kind of wound I can rewind. The LCD is prepared to take part in this mission. Lady team leaders express the LCD sees no reason not to participate. Jamila from the Ujet. Vanguard team 1, so it's not Otis. Alright, you're on our end too. LCA Vanguard team 1 Ujet, radio check. Reading you loud and clear. LCA team 1 ready for assault. Our objectives remain the same. The LCA's primary purpose will be to resume any and all infiltration obstacles. One question remains, however. Are we absolutely certain about this formation? Is there a problem? Director is giving room to plane to me, and I, Otis, shall answer them. We landed this after much discussion with everyone, but the problem is non-existent. In consideration of Limbus Company's current roster, this is as optimal as their current division of power can be. Recalling your pathetic performance back at the HQ, you really are. The Special Operations Unit wasn't built for that kind of mission. Don't blame them. Besides, that incident's left a nasty bruise on our pride, and we're not letting it slide. Oh, let me see. Are we going to sip tea and chat all day, or are we going to get a move on? We're just about ready. Backdoor connection established. Still no arm. Well, it might take some time. If you're out and about so soon, you best sit back and focus on recovering until they get a prosthetic arm attached. I'm okay. Bleeding stopped. How's all you doing? I'll open the door after counting down from 5. 5. Boss, are you sure about taking that gear? No need to worry on my counts. The test limited to where I've proven that I am more than capable of using it. What gear is Hohenheim using? Has he switched to Lantern? Are you certain about taking that gear to battle? There's no other gear I'm more familiar with than this one. So this is probably sticking to our usual one? Is it... What? Big Bird? The glasses? Keep an eye on your tuning levels and watch for the abnormalized voices. This is my request to you. Don't take it lightly. That's lamp, not lantern. That was not what I was expecting. Huh? Is it aberration or... I mean, I'd assume so. It's very possible it would be... No, it's not really possible it would be from Popcorn itself. Because there shouldn't be any remnants of Big Bird ego. Still don't like this. Even with backup plans spawned back with prepared, walking straight into the enemy's stronghold is... At least we won't be getting the ones getting taken unawares this time, team leader. This is our chance to get them back at them for what they've done. Right, Junior? Truly so, though I cannot be a part of this endeavor. Huh? How you, Miss Songdu? I'm talking about the Team Junior right there, our very own Baby B. You just sit tight and think about what style you want for your new arms. I don't see any reason to make sure you call the Junior around here. Color fixer and he's still being treated like a baby. When Miss Songdu and Bamboo had Kim have joined us. Kim has joined, officially? Didn't you know the unspoken rule? Once a junior, always a junior. Ezra, Vespa, save your strength for our actual enemies. I mean, it makes sense. I think we all figured Kim would join to some extent, but they actually said it there instead of Kim, just still being in recovery phase. 3. Are we gonna get to see him in part 3? I don't know. Yeah, we've all drilled the plan into your heads, men. Verily, I've taken the plan to heart. We shall strike down the wicked with furious justice. Guys, check your pockets again for ampules. Make sure you have all of them, okay? Must begin dreaming getting hands on these top-line ampules. Keep them close and tight because we're going to need them if we're separated from the manager. Okay, they're prepping for it this time. 2. Reporting LCA, LCB, LCD, LCE. Assault team missions prepared. Final authorization from the HQ received and confirmed. Let's finish this. And it goes without saying, but we'll make sure they get theirs. You can say that again. 1. We'll be there soon, Ryoshu. The place where those people raised you? The House of Spiders. I'll be fine. I'll be waiting for you here, Mommy. Operation Spider Pyre. Commence mission. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the pyre. Oh. Ryoshu finally woke up from everything right as soon as the mission begins. It seems like... Oh boy, yeah, a lot's being built up there. Very curious about that ego gear that, Hohenheim was wearing. Unlocked after the next week update, yep. To be expected. Oh boy. Yeah, I had a feeling that we'd head to the Spider House for the final part or something. It definitely seemed like that would be a reasonable thing. A lot happened this part. A lot of, like, got cool stuff for Distortion Detective, that sort of thing. Martin, unfortunately, didn't make it. He exploded in order to in order for Hohenheim's sake, so Hohenheim could get the power and didn't have to sacrifice himself. And now Hohenheim seems to have some sort of big bird ego gear, which is very fascinating. Yeah, I'm not sure. Lots happened, that's for sure. It seems like we haven't, like, none of the actual, like, House of Spiders people have died yet, right? All the apprentices are still alive. I guess we don't know how, like... Yeah, I guess we don't know how Ren and Albina are doing, but, like, they probably got out too. Can't imagine why they wouldn't, unless they were too busy dueling each other that they got cornered. God. But yeah, I do think that will be all for this time. And that's part 2 completed. Definitely reaching the finale, and we're gonna have to see just how this is gonna go. It seems like it's gonna be similar to how this is going. There's gonna be a lot of characters present, but wonder if we're gonna have to split up. If they mentioned taking the ampules in, like, intentionally, it's very possible we're gonna need to split up to take down different, like, potentially, like, straight up needing to take down some of the nurse fathers, right? Or maybe just the apprentices. Splitting up into, like, 2 or 3 different teams, that sort of thing. But this time, actually fighting with them. I don't know. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.